Today on CBG's, Piers Morgan continues COVID battle as he reveals very unusual symptoms after 28 days. Love Island's Laura Whitmore explains why she doesn't have to isolate after villa trip. And still to come, Pat Hitchcock dead. Daughter of Alfred Hitchcock, who starred in his movies, died at age 93. Piers Morgan has been suffering from the effects of COVID since Euro 2020 final, where he was seen hugging and chatting with fellow England fans. The former Good Morning Britain presenter has shared that he's been suffering from the virus, and he's also saying that he's suffering from a very unusual symptom, which has made his COVID battle take another turn. Although he's been double jabbed with the vaccine, he's been hit by COVID over the past 28 days, but I believe the vaccine has saved his life and helped him reduce what would have been a far worse position. Piers has now updated his followers with the latest turn of events and has said that his latest side effect has been nothing short of spooky. Piers has shared on social media that aside from the ongoing tedious fatigue and his inability to taste wine and all the coughing, he's also experiencing something called posterior vitreous detachment in his left eye, as according to him, he is now seeing weirdly ghostly cobwebs swimming around. Posterior vitreous detachment is when the vitreous comes away from the retina at the back of the eye, which relates to suffering from PVD that's seeing small dark spots or shapes of flashing lights and floaters. Since cheering on England on July 11, Piers has said he has suffered coughing fits, a raging fever, chills, cold sweats, ferocious sneezing, as well as strange aches all over his body. He also added that none of it has been helped by the very hot weather. The following week, Piers also wrote that he had been hit by a sudden brutal blast of debilitating fatigue that's left him flatlined in bed all day, feeling as if he had been run over. Admitting that the vaccine saved his life, he said the virus made him think of former GMB colleague Case Garraway, whose husband Derek Draper had been in a virtual coma over a year since he was hospitalized with the virus, that's going up to 15 months. But he's seen himself being double jabbed as the difference between both of them. Well, as much as this gives reasons as to why people should get vaccinated, and at the same time, he's also given me reasons why they should not, because the vaccines supposedly are meant to prevent you from getting COVID. But right now, it's not even looking like it's helping stop anything. On to the next, Love Island's Laura Whitmore explains why she doesn't have to isolate after villa trip, and according to her, it's because she's been double jabbed, so the rules don't apply to her. The 36-year-old presenter is obviously having a busy schedule, which sees her jetting out of Spain to host segments of the show before flying back home to London to host a spin-off show After Sun. Now this begs the question from fans on Twitter as to how she's able to fly to and fro without having to quarantine. Well, Laura set the record straight as she revealed the quarantine rules apply to those who haven't had both their vaccinations, with the presenter telling fans that she's actually double jabbed. Although she revealed in a recent Instagram Q&A session that she did have to isolate for 5 days as the Balearic Islands were in amber. She also added that it was part of her contract to be in London every Sunday as she needed to host Love Island After Sun, which she loves a lot, but that on its own is a logistical nightmare as they have to make sure she's always there beforehand. Although Laura had not long ago given birth to a daughter with her husband, Love Island voiceover Ian Sterling, the exact date of her birth is unknown, but the couple were first spotted with their little one in March. Now, just 4 months after welcoming their baby girl, Laura was straight back to her hectic Love Island schedule as she returned to hosting duties in July. But the Irish presenter seems to be enjoying every minute of it, so flying between countries for work appears to be no problem for her, and she's quite accustomed to that schedule. And lastly, Pat Hitchcock has died at the age of 93. The only daughter of film icon Alfred Hitchcock died in California on Monday, a family and daughter has confirmed. Pat's youngest daughter, Katie Fiala, had revealed that her mom passed away at home in Thousand Oaks, California on Monday. Pat appeared in a number of her dad's films, including Strangers on a Train, Psycho, and Stage Fright. She also appeared in other big screen productions, including The Case of Thomas Pike, as well as TV series such as Suspense, Suspicion, and The Life of Riley. She was also involved in 10 episodes of Alfred Hitchcock Presents. A little backstory into the life of Pat: her mother was married to director Alfred for 54 years and was film editor and screenwriter Alma Revelle. Despite moving to the US from England at the age of 10, Pat revealed that she was raised as an English child. During a chat in 2004 for the TV Academy website, The Interviews, an oral history of television, Pat had discussed working with her father. She had said there wasn't anything unusual about it, and just like any other actor, they would discuss the scene and do it, and they didn't try out other stuff. She also admitted to have been very close with her dad while growing up. Tributes are poured in on social media, with fans of the actresses sending their condolences on social media. Pat is survived by her daughters and grandchildren. With her and her dad making their footprints in Hollywood television and cinema, there's no doubt that they wouldn't be forgotten anytime soon.